Hello everyone, today I'm inviting you to join me on a deep dive into some of the most concerning ingredients lurking in our food supply. Over the next few minutes, I want us to explore together what I consider to be some of the most toxic ingredients you should never, or at the very least rarely, eat. As we journey through this talk, I encourage you to reflect on your own eating habits. Ask yourself, have I ever really looked at my food labels? Or, what am I really putting into my body every day? Before we begin, I'm curious about you. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments and feel free to ask any questions you might have. Let's make this an interactive experience. Let's deep dive into one of the most pervasive ingredients in our diets, sugar, including its hidden forms. For many years, I believed that sugar was simply a treat reserved for occasional indulgence. However, as I began to explore the science behind nutrition, I discovered that sugar is woven into nearly every facet of our modern food supply. It appears not only in the obvious sweet snacks and desserts, but also in items that we might consider savoury, such as sauces, dressings, breads, and even processed meals. This omnipresence of sugar raises many questions about its impact on our health and the quality of our diets. Have you ever paused to wonder how many teaspoons of sugar you might be consuming without even realizing it? What do you feel when you experience that sudden burst of energy, only to be followed by a crash later in the day? The reality is that sugar is often hidden behind a myriad of names on ingredient labels, including sucrose, dextrose, fructose, maltose, and high fructose corn syrup, among others. Each of these names represents a form of sugar that can contribute to elevated blood sugar levels and other health complications. I remember the first time I scrutinized a food label and was astonished by the number of ingredients that essentially amounted to sugar. This discovery prompted me to ask myself, how can I be certain that I am not unknowingly consuming large amounts of sugar every day? Have you ever experienced a similar moment of realization when you examined your favorite product? As we journey together through this exploration, it is essential to understand the role that sugar plays in our bodies. While sugar in its natural form, as found in fruits and vegetables, comes with beneficial nutrients and fiber that help regulate its absorption, the refined sugars found in processed foods lack these health-promoting companions. This means that when we consume refined sugar, our bodies experience rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, which can lead to an equally rapid fall, often leaving us feeling tired or irritable. I find myself constantly asking, is the fleeting pleasure of sweetness worth the long-term consequences of energy crashes and potential metabolic issues? Have you noticed these patterns in your own energy levels after consuming sugary foods? Moreover, excessive sugar consumption is linked to a range of chronic health issues, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. It is not just a matter of added calories, it is about how these calories affect our metabolic processes. Research indicates that high sugar intake can lead to chronic inflammation, which is a contributing factor to many degenerative diseases. As I reflect on these findings, I invite you to consider your own experiences. Have you ever felt that a heavy intake of sugary foods has left you with lingering discomfort or longer-term health concerns? How might reducing hidden sugars in your diet improve not only your energy levels, but also your overall well-being? In this exploration of sugar and its hidden forms, my goal is not to instill fear, but to empower you with knowledge for informed dietary choices. I encourage you to remain curious and to read labels carefully, asking yourself about the ingredients in your meals. How might you begin to unravel the complex web of sugar in your daily diet? What steps can you take to reduce your exposure to refined sugars while still enjoying the occasional sweet treat? Every small change can contribute to a larger journey toward improved health and well-being. As you ponder these questions, I invite you to reflect on how mindful eating can transform your life. Now, I want to focus our attention on seed oils, a category of fats that are commonly found in many processed foods and in cooking methods that dominate our modern kitchens. Seed oils, including soybean, corn, canola, and sunflower oil, are extracted from the seeds of plants through processes that typically involve industrial techniques such as high heat and chemical solvents. Have you ever taken a moment to wonder how the oil in your favorite salad dressing or the oil used for frying might differ from more traditional fats like butter or olive oil? The process of extracting these oils involves steps that often strip away many of the natural nutrients originally present in the seeds. In many cases, the refining process not only removes beneficial components, but can also create oxidation products that may be harmful when ingested over time. I remember feeling surprised when I learned that these highly processed oils, despite being labeled as vegetable oils, are significantly altered from their original state. This revelation leads me to ask, what do you think happens to the natural properties of a seed when it is transformed into an oil through such intensive processing? Have you ever considered that the oil you use every day might have lost much of its nutritional value? One of the major concerns with seed oils is their high content of omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids. While these fats are essential in small amounts, our modern diets tend to be overloaded with omega-6 fatty acids, creating an imbalance with omega-3 fats, which are known for their anti-inflammatory properties. An excessive omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is thought to contribute to chronic inflammation, a condition that underpins many health issues such as heart disease and arthritis. I invite you to reflect. Do you know what kinds of oils are predominantly used in your cooking? And have you ever looked into the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fats in your diet? Furthermore, the exposure to high levels of processed seed oils may have implications beyond just inflammation. Some research suggests that the oxidized compounds formed during the refining process could potentially disrupt cellular function and promote oxidative stress. This stress is concerning because it can contribute to the aging process and increase the risk of various chronic diseases. I often ask myself, could the very oils we use to prepare our meals be silently undermining our health? How do you feel when you learn that something as common as seed oil might have these hidden effects? In my personal journey towards a healthier lifestyle, I have experimented with replacing seed oils with alternatives that are less processed and retain more of their natural benefits. For example, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and even coconut oil offer fats that are more in line with what our bodies are designed to handle. Switching to these alternatives has not only improved my cooking, but has also made me more aware of the quality of fats I consume. I encourage you to ask yourself, what might be the benefits of choosing a less processed oil over a seed oil? Have you ever noticed any differences in how you feel after cooking with different types of oils? This awareness can lead to lasting improvements in both our health and lives. Let's explore the world of processed starches, a category of carbohydrates that has become a staple in many modern diets. Processed starches are found in many familiar foods, such as white bread, pastries, and various snack items. Unlike whole grains that contain fiber, vitamins, and minerals, processed starches have been stripped of these essential nutrients through heavy refining methods. I invite you to reflect on your recent meals. Have you noticed how quickly you feel hungry after eating a piece of white bread or a sugary pastry? What impact might these refined carbohydrates have on your energy and overall health? The process of refining starches typically involves removing the bran and germ from grains, leaving behind a starchy endosperm that is rapidly digested. This means that when you consume these processed carbohydrates, your body converts them into sugars almost immediately, causing quick spikes and subsequent crashes in blood sugar levels. I remember reading about the glycemic index and how foods with a high glycemic index can lead to rapid fluctuations in energy levels. Have you ever experienced the rush of energy followed by a steep drop after a meal heavy in processed starches? How do you think these swings might affect your daily performance and mood? In contrast to their whole grain counterparts, Processed starches lack the fibre that slows digestion and provides a steady release of energy. Fibre is not only essential for maintaining a healthy digestive system, but it also helps regulate blood sugar by slowing the absorption of sugars into the bloodstream. Without fibre, the body processes these carbohydrates too quickly, potentially leading to insulin spikes and a greater risk of developing insulin resistance over time. Moreover, the consumption of processed starches has broader implications for overall nutrition. When grains are refined, they lose not only fibre, but also a host of vitamins, minerals and antioxidants that contribute to health. The nutritional gap left by the removal of these components is one reason why many processed foods are often referred to as empty calories. This term underscores the idea that although these foods provide energy, they do not offer the comprehensive nutritional benefits found in whole foods. I ask you, have you ever compared the nutritional information on whole grain products versus their refined counterparts? What insights did you gain about the value of nutrients that might be missing from processed starches? My journey toward healthier eating has taught me the value of choosing foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. Incorporating whole grains and minimally processed carbohydrates into my diet has made a significant difference in my overall well-being. I have experienced steadier energy levels, improved digestion, and even better mood stability. I wonder, what small changes could you make in your daily diet to minimize the intake of processed starches? Perhaps you could start by opting for whole grain bread or brown rice instead of their highly refined versions. How do you think such adjustments might affect your long-term health? Your journey toward a healthier lifestyle is unique, and every mindful choice you make contributes to a better quality of life. As you consider the role of processed starches in your diet, I hope you will feel empowered to explore alternatives that nourish your body more effectively. Remember, every small change in your diet can lead to positive transformations in your health. Next, I want to examine MSG and artificial flavours, two ingredients that have sparked much debate over the years. Both are added to foods to enhance flavour, yet their roles and reputations have been the subject of much controversy. MSG, or monosodium glutamate, is a flavour enhancer that has been used in culinary traditions and modern food production alike. While some people report sensitivities or adverse reactions to MSG, extensive scientific research, including evaluations by the FDA and other regulatory bodies, generally supports its safety when consumed in normal amounts. Have you ever experienced a reaction after eating a dish that contained MSG? What was your experience, and how did it make you question the ingredients in your food? Artificial flavours, on the other hand, are chemically synthesized compounds designed to mimic the taste of natural ingredients. They are found in a wide range of products, from sodas and candies to even some foods that are marketed as healthy or natural. The creation of artificial flavours is an intricate process involving chemical formulations that aim to replicate the complex profiles of natural flavours. I often ask myself, when I see a product labelled as natural, how can it still contain artificial flavours? Have you ever inspected the ingredient list on a product you assumed was wholesome, only to find synthetic flavour additives hidden within? This paradox challenges our understanding of what is truly natural and safe. The concerns around MSG and artificial flavours are not solely based on their chemical origins, but also on how they interact with our bodies. For some individuals, MSG can trigger what is sometimes known as the Chinese restaurant syndrome, a collection of symptoms such as headaches and flushing, although these reactions are not universally experienced. Similarly, some people prefer to avoid artificial flavours because they believe that these compounds, while approved for use, do not offer the same nutritional benefits as natural ingredients. I wonder, have you ever chosen a food product over another because of the type of flavouring it used? What factors influence your trust in certain brands or products when it comes to flavour additives? My exploration of these ingredients has led me to adopt a cautious yet open-minded approach. I recognize that the scientific consensus generally supports the safety of MSG and artificial flavors for most people, but I also believe in listening to my body and paying attention to how different foods affect my well-being. Over time, I have found that choosing products with natural flavoring methods and minimal additives not only satisfies my palate, but also makes me feel more in tune with the food I consume. I invite you to consider, could reducing your intake of synthetic additives lead to a noticeable difference in your energy levels or overall health? What small steps might you take to experiment with more natural flavor sources in your meals? Understanding MSG and artificial flavors is about more than just the chemical names on an ingredient list. It is about fostering a relationship with the food we eat. I encourage you to become a more informed consumer by reading labels, asking questions, and even reaching out to manufacturers when you are curious about the origins of a product's flavor profile. In conclusion, our investigation into MSG and artificial flavors invites us to think deeply about the ingredients that flavor our lives. Whether you choose to embrace these additives or seek out more natural options, being informed empowers you to make decisions that best support your health. How will you approach your food choices from now on? Share your thoughts and let's continue this journey toward better nourishment together. Lastly, I want to delve into the topic of synthetic vitamins, a subject that has generated considerable discussion in the realm of nutrition. Synthetic vitamins are manufactured in laboratories to mimic the vitamins found naturally in food. Although these compounds are chemically similar to their natural counterparts, they often lack the accompanying cofactors, antioxidants, and other beneficial nutrients that whole foods provide. I invite you to consider, have you ever wondered whether the vitamins in your supplement are truly equivalent to those found in a fresh whole food? What differences might exist between synthetic and natural vitamins in terms of absorption and overall benefit? The production of synthetic vitamins involves complex chemical processes designed to replicate the molecular structure of naturally occurring vitamins. However, despite this similarity, synthetic vitamins do not always interact with the body in the same harmonious way as those obtained from food sources. Natural vitamins come with a host of supportive compounds, such as bioflavonoids and enzymes, that work together synergistically to promote health. In contrast, synthetic vitamins are isolated compounds, and without these supportive nutrients, their effectiveness may be diminished. Have you ever read the label on a vitamin bottle and wondered about the other components that might be missing compared to a whole food source? This distinction between synthetic and natural vitamins is important, especially when we consider the concept of bioavailability, the degree to which a nutrient is absorbed and utilized by the body. Research has shown that natural vitamins, as part of a complete food matrix, are often more bioavailable than their synthetic counterparts. This means that even if a supplement contains a high dose of a particular vitamin, your body might not absorb it as effectively as it would when you consume that vitamin within a nutrient-rich food. I often ask myself, is it possible that relying on synthetic vitamins could lead to nutritional gaps despite the appearance of a balanced intake? Moreover, the long-term effects of consuming high doses of synthetic vitamins are still a topic of ongoing research and debate. While these supplements can be beneficial in cases of deficiency, there is evidence to suggest that excessive intake may not offer the same protective benefits as vitamins derived from natural food sources. I have encountered discussions among nutrition experts who advocate for obtaining nutrients primarily through diet rather than supplementation, arguing that whole foods provide a complex array of nutrients that work together in ways we are only beginning to understand. Have you experienced any differences in how you feel when you focus on a diet rich in whole foods versus relying on vitamin supplements? Understanding the differences between synthetic and natural vitamins empowers us to make more informed decisions about our health. It encourages us to look beyond the labels and marketing claims to truly assess what our bodies need. I hope that this discussion has sparked your curiosity and motivated you to explore the nutritional value of the foods and supplements you consume. As you move forward, remember that every choice you make about your diet contributes to your long-term well-being. How will you adjust your approach to vitamins and nutrition in light of what you have learned? In conclusion, let us embrace a holistic approach to nutrition that values the synergy of natural foods and the informed use of supplements when necessary. Your health is a lifelong journey, and every mindful choice makes a difference. What steps will you take today to nourish your body fully? Share your plan and inspire others to pursue wellness. Thank you for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more natural health tips. Have questions or tried this remedy yourself? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. Stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.